You're looking for a projector that won't give you a headache 3 weeks after you've set it up, something that slides into your routine without demanding a master's degree in optics, and that actually justifies the price tag you're about to spend. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The biggest hesitation most of us feel is the fear of buying a machine that looks great on paper but ends up dim in a conference room, flickers in a home theater, or just refuses to stay aligned when you move it a few feet. I've spent the last few days digging through specs, watching unboxing videos, and scrolling through forums to see where the Epson PowerLite L500W actually lands in everyday use. So let's walk through what you can expect before you click Add to Cart. First off, the L500W is a laser-based projector, which already tells you a lot about its long-term behavior. Unlike traditional lamps that need replacement every couple of thousand hours, the laser light source is rated for roughly 20,000 hours. For a business that runs meetings from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 5 days a week, that translates into years of operation before you even think about maintenance. That reliability is the core reason many mid-size companies pick Epson for their boardrooms. The brightness rating is 5,000 lumens, and that number is more than just a marketing gimmick. In a well-lit conference room with ambient lighting at about 300 lux, you'll still get a crisp, readable image without cranking the projector to its max and overheating the room. I tested a similar 5000 lumen unit in a typical 30 square meter office with fluorescent lights on, and the slide text stayed sharp even from the back of the room. If you plan to use the projector in a dimmed home theater, you'll notice the picture looks a little washy compared to a dedicated home theater projector that runs at 2,500 lumens, but with a higher contrast ratio. So the L500W shines brightest pun intended when you need visibility in a lit environment, not necessarily when you're chasing deep blacks for movie night. Resolution is WXGA 1280800. That's a step down from Full HD, but it's still a solid jump from older XGA models. For most business presentations, spreadsheets, and even occasional video playback, WXGA is plenty. The trade-off is you won't get the pixel density you'd expect on a 1080p or 4K home theater projector, so fine print details in a high-resolution video can look a bit soft. If your primary use case is delivering crisp PowerPoint decks and displaying data charts, the resolution is more than adequate. If you're a designer who needs to showcase pixel-perfect graphics or a movie enthusiast after the latest HDR release, you'll feel the lack of extra detail. One practical strength that often gets buried in spec sheets is the projector's built-in wireless connectivity. The L500W can receive signals over Wi-Fi, meaning you can stream a laptop or mobile device without hauling a HDMI cable across the room. In a real-world meeting, that translates to a smoother startup. A presenter can walk in, pull up their deck on their phone, and the projector picks it up automatically. The downside is that the wireless link can be a little finicky in environments with congested Wi-Fi traffic. I've seen a couple of users report a few seconds of lag when the network is saturated, so for truly mission-critical presentations you might still want a wired connection as a fallback. Lens shift is another feature that quietly improves usability. The L500W offers vertical and horizontal lens shift, which means you can mount the projector higher on the ceiling and still get a perfectly rectangular image without having to tilt it dramatically. In practice, that reduces keystone distortion and keeps the image geometry spot on, even when the projector sits on a high mount bracket. The only catch is the lens shift range is modest, about 15%, so if you have a very short throw distance, you'll need to be mindful of placement or accept a slightly smaller image. Speaking of throw, the L500W is a standard throw unit, not a short throw projector. That means you'll need roughly 2.5 to 3 meters of distance to fill a 100-inch screen. For conference rooms that are compact, you might have to adjust seating or accept a smaller image size. The upside is the optics are simpler, which helps keep the price lower than a short throw model that offers the same brightness. If you already have a room that can accommodate the distance, you'll appreciate the flexibility and lower cost. Now, who should actually buy this projector? First, small to medium businesses that run regular presentations in moderately lit rooms will find the L500W a solid match. Its laser light source means less downtime, the wireless input speeds up meeting flow, and the 5,000 lumens ensure visibility without extra lighting tricks. Second, educators who need a reliable classroom projector will also benefit. Classrooms are often lit, and the ability to pull up a lesson plan from a tablet on the fly is a genuine time saver. Who should skip it? If you're a home theater purist looking for deep black levels, high contrast,